Good day. It is November the 22nd, and today we continue in John 6, doing verses 16 through 18, and Proverbs 22. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Begin John 6, starting at verse 16. When evening came, his disciples went down to the sea. 17. Got into a boat and started across the Sea of Capernaum. It was already dark, and Jesus had not yet gone out to them. 18. A strong wind was blowing, and the sea grew agitated. Okay, you just got through feeding those people. They wanted to make him king, so Jesus left. When evening came, his disciples went down to the sea. It's about 6 p.m. to dark is when it is, and he forced his disciples to leave. He compelled them or constrained them. 17. Got into a boat and started across the Sea of Capernaum. It was already dark, and Jesus had not gone out to them. They were on their way home. "19. A strong wind was blowing, and the sea grew agitated." It's very stormy, very, very rough. And these kind of storms are common on that particular sea. Proverbs 22. A good name is to be had rather than to be. A good name is to be rather to be chosen than great riches, and a loving favor rather than silver and gold. Like I said, silver and gold and other wealth is good, but it's better to be righteous than rich. 2. The rich and the poor meet together. Yahweh is maker of them all. God gives blessings to both rich and poor. He makes them both. He gives them as he sees fit. 3. The prudent man seeth the evil and hideth himself, but the thoughtless pass on and are punished. The prudent man gets out of the way of evil coming. 4. The reward of humility is fear of Yahweh, even riches and honor in life. Properly reverence and fear God, and things will go well with you. 5. Thorns and snares are in the way of the froward, and he that keepeth his soul holdeth himself far from them. Liars and double dealers are beset by their own actions and words. The righteous are free from them, the evil stuff. 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and even when he is old, he will not depart from it. Early instruction lasts a lifetime. 7. The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. 8. He that soweth iniquity shall reap vanity, and the rod of his wrath shall fail. You get what you sow sin, you reap nothing. Your anger will be ineffective. 9. He that is bountiful eyes shall be blessed, for he has given his bread to the poor. Generosity will be blessed. 10. Cast out the scorner, and contention will go out. Yea, strife and shame will cease. Get rid of troublemakers, and get rid of trouble. At least a lot of trouble, huh? 11. He that loveth pureness of heart, the grace his lips, the king shall be his friend. That has grace in his lips, the king shall be his friend. Yes, pure and righteous is good. 12. The eyes of Yahweh preserve him that has knowledge, but he overthrows the words of the faithless man. 13. The sluggard says, "There's a lion without. I shall be slain in the streets." There's always an excuse. He looks down the street, his shadow sees a vague shape, says, "That's a lion, I'll get killed." No. 14. The mouth of strange women is a deep pit. He that is a whore to Yahweh shall fall therein. 15. Foolishness is bound up in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. Correction and discipline teach a child right and wrong. 16. One may oppress the poor, yet will their gain increase. One may give to the rich, yet will want come. 17. Incline thy ear and hear the words of the wise. I'll apply thy heart unto my knowledge. In other words, listen up and do what I tell you. 18. For it is a pleasant thing if you keep them within thee. Let them be established altogether in thy lips. Memorize them, get them so involved with you that they are part of you. That their trust may be in Yahweh. I have made it known to thee this day, even to thee. that you may trust God. This is why I tell you this. 20. Haven't I written to thee excellent things of counsels and knowledge? Yeah, haven't I written you good stuff? 21. That I make thee know the certainty of the words of truth, that thou mightest bring back the words of truth to them that send thee. This is so that you can teach the people who sent you the right things. 22. Rob not the weak because he is weak, neither crush the poor in the gate. For Yahweh will plead in their cause and despoil of life those that despoil them. Yeah, don't take advantage of the poor and the weak because they're poor and weak. God will take their side, and you won't like it. 24. Make no friendship with a man that is given to anger, and with a wrathful man thou shalt not go, lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul. Yeah, you might catch it. 26. Be not of them that strike hands, that's cosign, or of him that are sureties for debts. That's cosigning also. If thou hast not the wherewith to pay, in other words, don't guarantee stuff you can't pay for. This is other people wanting you to back them. If you can't pay for it, don't do it. Why should they take thy battle out from under thee? Because you will end up paying. 28. Remove not the ancient landmark which thy fathers have set. That's stealing. It's moving the fence line. 29. See a man diligent in his business, he shall stand before kings, he shall not stand before mean men. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I.